Alright, what's going on everybody? Jeff back here with another head-to-head beer review. Today we got another double IPA. We got the Maharaja from Avery. So this one is released every winter through spring, and then so it says right here winter through spring, winter 2011-2012. So I think it's December through like March or something like that. But I just saw these starting to pop up, so I'm fairly confident this one is less than a month old. But it says right here release number 15. And OG original gravity, and then it's got 102 IBUs and 10.39% alcohol by volume. So it's a pretty big beer. I'm really excited about trying this one. I haven't been able to get it before. This one is a little bit more expensive than Hop Slam or Double Trouble or any of the other ones that I've reviewed so far. This will run you about $8 a bottle, maybe $9, depending on where you get it. But let's see if it's worth it. I'm going to read one little thing on the side right here. It says Maharaja is derived from the Sanskrit Mahat, meaning great, and Rajan, meaning king. Much like its namesake, this Imperial IPA is regal, intense, fierce, and mighty. With hops and malts as his servants, he rules both with a heavy hand. The Maharaja flaunts his authority with a deranged amount of hops, tangy, vibrant, and pungent, along with an insane quality of malted barley, fashioning a royal scarlet hue as an exquisite malt essence. Welcome to his kingdom. Brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. And I don't know what city this is from. Oh, Boulder, Colorado. Okay, there it is. I know it's from Colorado, but I don't know where. So this is part of their Dictator series. And the other two beers in there are the Kaiser, which is the Imperial Oktoberfest, and the Tsar, which is their Russian Imperial style. But I haven't had any of those ones, but I'm excited to try this one, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so if you peel away the foil, it reveals a normal Avery cap. I think this is the first Avery beer that I've reviewed, but I've got another one that I'm going to review in a little bit, their Old Jubilation Ale. Let's go ahead and get this one pour. Alright, look at that. Beautiful reddish copper color. It's got about a finger to a finger and a half of a kind of foamy off-white head. Thin bubbles towards the outside and kind of big and rocky on the top. Kind of soapy looking almost. Yeah, and beautiful copper reddish color. A little bit of hop haze, but pretty clear for the most part. You can see a good amount of bubbles streaming up from the bottom. But it definitely looks a lot more malty than the Hop Slam or the Double Trouble does. All right, let's go ahead and get a smell. All right, that's pretty good. Definitely got a lot of the West Coast hop thing going on there with a citrus and it blends pretty well with a slight pine and the alcohol is really masked pretty well. You can't smell that at all, and that's crazy for being 10.5 almost. And then you get a little bit of malt, maybe some biscuity. Bready malt, as you'd expect from it being this dark for a double IPA, but it looks pretty interesting, and it looks kind of different than some of the other ones that I've been reviewing. So let's go ahead and give it a taste. Cheers. That is different tasting than the other ones. It's sweet, but it's sweeter in like a different way. Maybe like kind of like an apple skin kind of a flavor. But definitely the malt shines through. It's got way more of a malt backbone than any of the other ones, which I do like. That's good. Yeah, so definitely getting some of those citrus qualities or citric qualities and those pine qualities, but this is really well balanced. I'm surprised at how well balanced this beer. Initially, you are getting those good the citric qualities, and it just the malt comes through and cuts those the astringency, and you're left with a really balanced flavor. Slight amount of alcohol, but I mean it's 10.5% alcohol. You're definitely feeling it before you're tasting it. All right, I'm gonna sip on this one for a little bit more, and I'll come back with my final verdict. All right, guys, I'm back. So I've been sipping on this one for about 5 more minutes, and this is an easy A for me, guys. I'm almost scared to give it a number because I don't want to compare it to Double Trouble and Hop Slam because this is a completely different beast. This one does have the good aspects of the West Coast beers, like those ones have with the insane amount of grapefruit and and just an insane amount of hops and bitterness. This one has all those aspects, but it's not the same. It's got so much more malt in it, and I don't know, it's just more balanced. This beer shouldn't be balanced, but it is. It's got all the bitterness that you're looking for with Imperial IPA, but it's just got a great amount of malt to balance it out. This honestly, the only other beer that I've had that was remotely similar to this would be a 120-minute IPA, and that was 8% more alcohol than this. And I don't mean it the same as in it the alcohol or flavors like that. Just I mean as far as balanced while still being over the top in bitterness. And that's the only one that I've gotten that weird apple skin or peel or whatever you want to call it flavor in it, and along with all the citrus and other flavors of hops. But this is just a great beer, and I think you guys should pick it up. So yeah, so if you guys can get Avery beers, pick this one up. It's going to run you about $8 or $9 a bottle, but I think it's going to be worth it. You got to try it once at least. It's definitely worth it, and it's definitely up there with the best double IPAs in the United States. So that's Maharaja for me. I'll catch you guys in another beer review. Peace.